What's your age?
32.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.
Why is that the case?
I think that they yap with their friends, and I think they get real frustrated where guys are like, I'll get to it tomorrow. And I think the women just get in their heads and they're like, all right, I'm done.
So it's the women who are sabotaging their own relationships?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it is that they're getting with their girlfriends, they're angry, they just get frustrated, and they have a lot of people in their ears. And I think they just want to, when they're done, they're done.
But surely, as a woman, you shouldn't tolerate any and everything in a relationship.
Definitely not at all, but I feel like things build up really easily with people, and they're talking about it more, where you're like pissed off and you get kind of over it quickly.
But how long have you been a divorce attorney?
Probably like since 2016 I've been practicing, and then 2017 officially barred.
So being that you've been in the field for 8+ years, do you think that marriage is outdated now?
Outdated.
Hey, listen, she wanted to say it, but considering the fact she was a divorce attorney, that's what keeps her paid. But she wanted to say it.
But it's a more acceptable to get divorced, right? Because like we're seeing it a lot more. It's not taboo, so it's changed.
Do you think that sexless marriages can work?
No, and 100% every single time. I mostly work for men, so every single time they're in a consult with me, I'm always hearing, I haven't had sex in 10 years, I haven't had sex in 5 years, I haven't had sex in 15 years, and I'm like, here we go again, the sex talk. Every single.
Baby, I forgot to tell you, it's time to go to bed. Get off YouTube. Good night, love you. Hurry up and end it. Sorry, babe. I forgot she was watching.
Time. So it's like you need to make sure you're doing it like 3 to 4. I would say like 3. 2. Sometimes you want to go like 2 times, 2 to 3, but it really should be like 4. 2 to 4 times is ideal.
So a lack of sex in these marriages is the most common theme that you're seeing when they end.
Yeah, because it's connected to more of that. It's not just physical. It's like, all right, well, if you're not into someone and you're disgusted by them and you're pissed off at them, you're not going to be having sex with them, right? Because you're going to be unattracted to them, you're going to be irritated, and you're not going to be into them. So you're not going to be banging them.
So why do you think people stay in these relationships for so long?
I think they stay in it just because it's comfortable and it's easy and it's really hard. This is marriage is a breakup on steroids. Like if you're gonna get a divorce, it's not just like I'm moving my shit out, bye-bye. It's like if there's kids involved, forget about it. It's like your whole life is upended. It's a major decision. Your family's affected, your life is affected. Half your crap is gone. So it's a little bit tougher than with just a simple breakup.
When a couple goes through a divorce, what's the process typically entail?
Someone has to file, first and foremost, someone's got to file. So you got to fill out the paperwork, file it with the court, and then you've got to serve someone, or they have to sign something saying they've gotten it. So either you have a random stranger who's hired by a service, or you have someone that you know go and hand them the paperwork, which is always awkward. Or you can tell them, hey, I'm going to divorce you, and you're going to sign this document saying you've received this, which is always awkward.
So wait, they don't send a sheriff out to serve them, or?
You can't, like some people will do that where you can get a constable, but it's not a sheriff. If there's a restraining order, you get a sheriff to do it.
Okay.
That's a whole nother.
So they sign that, then what happens?
Then they have in California, they've got 30 days to file a response. In Massachusetts, where I'm also barred, they can just respond. So someone has to respond to it and say, all right, yeah, I want a divorce too, and this is what I want to do. And it's a simple paperwork.
So party A agrees for the divorce, and so does party B. Does that mean that they're officially divorced and that's fun, or?
No, I wish. It'd make things a lot easier, but no, you got to go through this whole rigmarole. All right, well, what do you have? Show me your paperwork for the past. Show me your bank accounts. Show me your credit card statements. Show me everything. I want to see what your financial assets are. So you got to break it down each person, which causes problems, right? Because someone's on OnlyFans, you're seeing it in their bank account. Because unlike, Ashley Madison, they used to hide it as American Bank. OnlyFans just says straight up OnlyFans. They have no shame with their billing. So you start seeing these kind of charges and you go, all right, well, we need to do more. I got to look into this. What else have you done? Have you gone to hotels? I want to see more bank statements. Take me back 5 years.
And so this can expose more infidelity in a relationship.
Yeah, and problems. So it's like, all right, now you're doing a deep dive and now you're starting to snoop through stuff and you've got some problems.
Okay. But after that process is done with the financial assets and looking at that, is it just the man had... So after that part's done, is it the man has made 100K and the girl makes 50K, so the girl gets 25 from the man, or what?
No. Then you're going to be looking at a whole complicated state-by-state calculation of, all right, how long were you married? Who paid what? Who's doing what? Who can earn what? Like, so now you're looking at all the potential of that, and you're going to get a crazy calculation. And if you're married for a decent amount of time, you're going to get some spousal support. If you're, like, say the guy's paying all the bills, woman's at home. The guy's going to pay up. He's going to be paying a good amount, and it's going to be for, in California, if it's less than 10 years, he'll be paying half the length of the marriage. Massachusetts, you go, you know, it goes to 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20. It doesn't go, it's more regulated, but just depends.
Being a divorce lawyer for 8 years, are you for prenups or are you against them?
Prenups are amazing. I'm a big fan of prenups. When some of my friends get married, instead of giving them a blender, I give them a prenup because it's a lot more useful, and I just do it for free and set it up, and I know the relationships, you know what to put in there, and it's great. So prenups, and you have a roadmap basically of what you're going to do. You can save like 50K on average if you have a prenup, like easily, because you already say you divide this, do that, and you can put like, you can put future stuff in there. So vacation home, okay, I have no vacation home right now, but you put in the prenup and you can divide your vacation home, or say you have a business, divide your business a certain way, you do certain things.
But if prenups are so simple, why are so many women against it?
Because they want as much as they can get, obviously. I mean, you're not going to go to someone and say, hey, I'll like, you want half my, like, can I give you half the amount you're supposed to get? Who would take that deal? Not many people. So it's not a very appealing thing. It's like going to someone who's ordering a sandwich and said, let me give you half the sandwich. Who's going to eat that sandwich? You want the full sandwich.
And what's the biggest misconception you've noticed when it comes on to divorces?
I don't think they're as taboo as they need to be. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's so bad, and it's like ruins your whole life. It doesn't. I think like there's a lot of times where people find their second loves, and that seems to be really amazing, and they seem so much more happier and balanced. So it shouldn't be as taboo. And that's...
Listen, I understand where she's coming from with it, but you also got to understand, like, she's also speaking from a divorce attorney's perspective, because at the end of the day, she gets compensated for people going through a divorce. But, you know, what she also said was, well, I don't think we even got to it yet, which, you know, I'm done. We done watching that. She also said that, you know, like something that helps her within her marriage is that she sees what other women do and go through, and she makes sure she doesn't do it in order for her to have a healthy and happy marriage with her husband. So, you know, nobody will want to go through a divorce, but that's one thing why I always say, you should never get married just because you love somebody. Like, that's honestly, that's stupid. But these are things that you kind of have to learn, because while people try to say, you know, like it was always portrayed as marriage was always the ultimate goal. But what I've learned just over time, you know, just learning from different people's experiences and just like constantly learning. Marriage is one of those things like it's extremely important, because who you choose to live your life with matters drastically. Like, you know, it has been said a few times, one of the most important decisions a man can make is the woman that he chooses to live his life with. And I honestly agree, because especially a man that's on a trajectory to do great things, your woman can literally be the end of all your greatness. We talking from a position of, you know, whatever you building career wise, whatever you build in business wise, whatever. If you choose to have children with her, she can make your entire life hell. So, women, and I'm not saying men cannot make a woman's life hell, because they can. But I'm just saying, far as like where the state is getting involved, and if anything goes wrong, it's like all the dominoes is stacked against you. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, especially like in this day and age where a lot of people are complaining about marriage, and especially like women, because women were given this Disney fairy tale. Oh, you're gonna be a queen, you're gonna get married and have a husband, and live this fairy fucking tell ass dream. And it's kind of like, bro, that ain't real life. Men, we wasn't given that. You know what I'm saying? We was given a shit, have a whole bunch of chicks and live, fast cars, and that's kind of what we wanted. And they gave the women the other bullshit. But when you get married, it's kind of like, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it seems like a lot of people portray marriages as if it's like this damn prison, where it's like, dude, yeah, when she leave you, she gonna take half your shit, child support, alimony, and it's kind of like I don't think dudes like today. I don't think dudes they don't have a fear of getting married. They have a fear of getting divorced. Cause it's kind of like, damn, it's like now that I got married to her, she got me by the balls, and it's like if she get mad, she can just whatever, I'm out, and you just got to deal with it. Oh, I'm taking the kids. It's like, bitch, what? No, my kids. How you gonna take my kids from me? You was just a portal that got them here. And women be like, oh, I did 9 months, my body, And granted, hey, listen, I give women the ultimate respect, because they can have a child. Your body goes through stuff and you get sick. Your body treat the baby like an alien life form, and it's trying to eject that mother effer out of there. 100% respect. You feel what I'm saying? But I honestly believe that people need to stop trying to look at it from oh, this is mine. This is my, it's like, no, this is ours. And our child needs both of us. And if we, for some odd reason, couldn't, have a happy, healthy, union amongst each other, at least let's have a healthy situation for the sake of our child, where you not causing me fucking stress and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That's what I honestly believe people need to do. But emotions get to running in there, and it just becomes a headache, man. Seriously. So statues generally give the people who associate with it something to aspire to greater than what they are. This statue does the exact opposite and tells our black women to be fat and angry. I can't disagree with you at all, my guy. Because that's exactly how I see it too. That's exactly how I see it. But you got people like that that's gonna get on screen and say, yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. I swear, I wish somebody was there to just ask them, like, how is it powerful? Like, what's so powerful about it? What's so powerful about a fat? I ain't gonna go into all that. Because then people gonna say, oh, you're wrong. It's like, what the fuck ever.